Namaste Yogis, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Matt, and someone really close to Jodi and I is currently in rehab, and she has asked me to create a class, a beginner class for people in rehabs to do and try, and this is what I'm going to be doing today. So first of all, I want to really congratulate all of you who are making those steps towards a better future, to really dive deeply internally within yourself and quitting substance abuse, alcohol, drugs, or anything else that was preventing you from discovering your true self. I started my Yin Yoga channel when I was in a depression, and it was really when I eliminated all the noise, the substance abuse, and everything else around me that I was really able to dive deeply inward and connect with who I was, discover who I was, and be able to work on the issues that I had. And that has made me ever since much more better, and I'm still working on it. So what's good about Yin Yoga is that it provides you that peace, calmness, and safe space without disturbance to really explore whatever's going on within your body and mind. And as you are currently doing in rehab, or if you are thinking about going to rehab, this goes hand in hand with the work that's laying ahead of you. So let's dive right into it. And for today's class, all you're going to need is a pillow, which is accessible to most people. It could be a cushion as well. And we're going to do a beginner class where we're going to hold positions for 2 minutes. And what I would like you to do is to just navigate going deep enough until you find a point of resistance and just holding it there, no matter what that point is for you guys. So we're going to be starting in a butterfly position. So you bring the sole of your feet together in front of you, and you keep about a 1 foot distance between your groin and your heels, and then you allow your knees to drop down with the gravity here. Placing your hands on the floor, you can take one big inhale. Exhale, you can walk your fingertips forward. And then you're just going to find that edge when you feel a deep stretch in your inner groin. And like I said, you are the one who knows your body best. So just stop wherever that's enough for you and then just hold it. If you cannot go forward at all, that's okay as well. There's no judgment here. All you are doing is working on yourself, and this is what I'm offering for you guys today. So let's close our eyes here, taking some deep breath in and out through the nose. Exploring our bodies, our minds. And the takeaway from today's class is to really understand that once you eliminate reaching out to the external world, substances, drugs, opioids, or anything else to make you feel better, and start working deeply inward to address the root cause of this, you will discover that there is no better way to live life than to be yourself without an altered mind, without feeling sick, without feeling tired. And I've read once somewhere that how can you be living a successful and purposeful life if every day you are never yourself? And that resonated deeply with me, because when you reach out to alcohol, drugs, or opioids, you are altering your mind and you are never fully yourself. Therefore, coasting through life without being you. So on that note, I'm gonna invite you to walk your hands back very gently. We're going to be closing our knees and extending our legs in front of us. And here you can just open the flesh of your glutes on both sides so that you are more comfortable. And you can place the pillow on top of your knees, which can just provide a soft support for you guys. So from here, we're going to take one big inhale. Exhale, we're going to walk our fingertips forward, rounding the spine, bringing the chin to the chest. And just finding that point of resistance. And we can slowly walk our hands back here, bringing our spine all the way up, dropping back our shoulder blades. We're just going to take a few breaths here. You can close your eyes if you want. And from here, I'm going to invite you to place the pillow to your side. We're just going to be turning around, facing that pillow, coming on to our knees here. And then from here, we're going to be lowering ourselves into Sphinx pose. So bringing the forearms here just in front of the pillow, extending our legs behind our backs, keeping our elbows in line with our shoulders, hands on the floor in front of us. I'm just going to invite you to close your eyes here, take some deep breath, and just notice how that feels in your low back. If this is too intense, you can always walk your hands a little further in front of you and lower yourself down on the pillow until you find where it is uncomfortable enough to give you a stretch, but also not too much that it is painful. So I'm going to let you play with that. And I'm going to settle into stillness for my own. And from here, I'm going to invite you to push through your hands, coming onto your knees here, moving your hips back, and then you can walk your hands back. And then we're just going to turn the pillow facing forward. So on all fours here, we're going to bring the left knee behind the left wrist, extending the right leg back. And then you can use the right hand to grab onto the left ankle and moving your shin forward. And it doesn't need to be fully forward. It can be in a 45-degree angle towards the back, whatever you're able to do here. And then placing your hands on the floor, we're just going to move your hips forward and down. Taking a few breaths here, and if this is enough for you because you're a beginner, you can just stay here. You don't need to go any further. But if you want to explore pigeon pose in a deeper way, I'm going to invite you, when you feel comfortable enough, to just lower yourself down, hugging that pillow and coming down to the floor. Just connecting with your breath here. And when you're ready, you can push yourself up very slowly. Releasing the left leg here, coming back onto all fours. If you want, you can stretch your spine back a little, moving your hips left to right. And on your own time, when you're ready, you can bring the right knee behind the right wrist, extending the left leg back. And then with the left hand, you can grab the right foot or ankle and moving that shin forward in line with your yoga mat. So from here, hands on the floor, moving your hips forward, connecting with your breath. You should start to feel by now a sense of calmness and peace within your mind and body. And what Yin Yoga will help you do is it will help you discover your true self by spending time with yourself on the yoga mat. You will learn much more than you ever did looking outwards for an answer. So again, if that's enough for you, you can stay here. Or you can lower yourself down on your forearms, hugging the pillow, and just finding comfort here as you fully relax and let your right glute open up. And you can slowly push yourselves back up, releasing the right leg, coming back onto all fours. And I'm gonna invite you to bring your knees to the edges of your yoga mat, touching your big toes here behind your glutes together, and then bring your glutes in contact with your heels. So now from here, with the pillow in front of you, just gonna place our hands on the floor and go into wide knee child's pose. So taking one big inhale here. On the exhale, I'm gonna invite you to walk your hands forward. And once more, hugging the pillow, enjoying the nice stretch that it provides in your low back. And just relaxing fully here. And I'm gonna invite you to push yourself back up very gently. And from here, we're just gonna turn around, making our way down onto our backs. And I'm gonna invite you to lift your hips up here, pushing through your heels and just bringing the pillow underneath your glutes for comfort. So from here, you can just do a slight windshield wiper, dropping your knees to the right and then to the left, which should feel really good in your low back right now. Just a few more times, very slowly, enjoying how this feels. 2 more times. And coming back to center. So from here, we're going to extend the right leg in front of us. And I'm going to invite you to bring the left knee in, hugging it with your hands, and just pulling it closer to your chest. You should feel a nice stretch in your hip flexors here. Should feel good for your low back as well if you have a lot of tension in that area. Just a nice way to relax. And we can release and extend the left leg in front of us, slowly bringing the right knee in this time, hugging it and pulling it closer to your chest, enjoying that stretch in your hip flexors and low back, and finding stillness within the posture. And we can release the right leg here, extending it in front of us. You can wiggle your knees here just to get the blood to flow properly. And when you're ready, I'm going to invite you to bring your legs up in the air with your knees bent. I'm going to finish today's class with this position called waterfall. It's a great way to get all the pooling blood from your legs to come back down into your heart, lungs, brain, and get some fresh oxygen. It feels really good. It relieves a lot of tension in the legs as well. If you want, you can wiggle them left to right a little bit to massage the low back. And just take some deep breath here and enjoy how this feels. If you find it challenging, you can use the base of a wall to put your legs up against the wall for support. It's a great way to do it as well. Or you can place your hands underneath your glutes, which helps you hold the position with a little bit more steadiness. And you can bring your legs back down, lifting your hips up, releasing the pillow. And if you want, you can just lie down here completely still on your back, which is called Savasana in Yin Yoga. You can fully relax here, taking some deep breath and enjoying what this class provided for you today. So while you stay here in Savasana, I'm just going to come up into a seated position to conclude this class with you guys. So this class today isn't about me, it's about you, and about taking the time to actually congratulate yourselves for doing the work to address your addiction issues and recovering from them. I know it's not an easy task, and it's not something that you can do without any willpower, but remember that this power is within all of us, and that every time you said yes in life to something, you also had the power to say no. So I just want to personally congratulate yourselves from all the work you are doing, and it's truly amazing that you came to that conclusion, as so many other people before you and so many other people after you will go down the same path and eventually recover from it. So don't give up. You are doing amazing work, and be proud of yourself. You are doing this for you and nobody else. Hands at the heart, big inhale. Exhale. Namaste. See you next time, guys. Bye.